We know that shorts have done very well in video overall, but now you can do it with NotebookLM. NotebookLM has that now built in, and it is nothing short of amazing. I'm going to show you some of the inside things you're not going to hear elsewhere on how you can do it for creating what we used to call a donut. Back in radio when I was there, you have something beginning and something at the end, in the middle. I'm going to show you how you can do that. It's going to blow you away when you see the capabilities that are there. We're going to show you those kind of things and the kind of things you can do with NotebookLM. Well, let's get right into it here because there's a lot available. I'm in NotebookLM right here, and this is my account. You'll see I have all these videos set up. The one I want to get to is this one right here, the Creative Conductor. I put together on July 8th, so you can see what that's like. I'm going to just click on that, matter of fact, right here, and go into it. As a matter of fact, on this video, what I'm doing here is this is just between you and me. I'm going to show you things. It won't be all formatted and everything just right, kind of like the grown-ups do it. Instead, it's just you and me together, okay? We're going to do it. And you'll see I've got a lot of information here and let you know about NotebookLM in case you didn't know. Up here, you see you have sources. In the upper left corner, you can put in your sources. You can add those sources, put them in things like PDFs, Google Docs, web, text, YouTube, all kinds of things. They let you put in MP3 files. If you've got some text you want to put in there, very easy to do that. And it does really good job with it. I think that they've done really a great job in putting it together. And then here in the middle, you've got your chat. So this is like your prompts. You'll put them in there and you put things all in here. This one, it came in with the Creative Conductor orchestrating AI for strategic authority. And I brought in 4 sources. So those 4 sources are there. And this is the nice thing about using NotebookLM. Because with NotebookLM, it has a really nice feature that says we're only going to take the input that you give us. So it's not going to run over and grab something else on the net and get those nasty hallucinations. That's what we call them, the hallucinations where you're hearing something. Oh no, none of that stuff for you. You're going to be able to get this here with just what you want. And you might say, and also one of the nice things, you could bring in like 20 different references. And if you bring in those 20 different references, you say, okay, I want none of these, but I do want this one right here. Okay, you just click it that way. Or if you say, I want this one and that one, you can select that. Real handy in the way that it lets you put those together, let you see what's available on it and how all of these fit together. So this is something that I've done here that I can use it and get a lot of good capabilities. But the real key is over here on the right side. I'll go into the studio and I'll move out of the way there. Those of you who are watching this on video see me moving around there. So I'm going to use the studio export, and you'll see what you have here. For those of you that haven't seen this before, you have an audio overview, video overview. These are both real nice, particularly that audio overview. You can have interaction going back and forth. I was just speaking to a group of senior executives in a major industry, and they wanted to know what's going on with AI. They asked me to come in and speak for them. And I showed them some of the things you can do with that, where you can build it in, and you actually can ask a question of the 2 voices talking and interrupt them. Say, wait a minute, what about this? And I hit them with one of the major issues in their industry. They all kind of perked up and thought, oh, what's going on that? And I said that, and what happened is the voices stopped. They heard what I was saying and came in and said, oh, we have a question. That's an important one because of this, this, and this. They were just looking at each other going, oh, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, because it showed exactly what's there. This is something that goes way beyond just listening to a nice little audio. Hey, we love doing that. Done that for years and years. I love listening to audio on MP3s today or the M4As, listen to YouTube videos that are out there and listening to those. Those are good, but now we can go even farther than that. But the real key on this one is going to be something just a little bit different. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. You'll see on the video overview, you have the capability there. You'll see if I just click on video overview by itself, well, that's just going to play kind of a generic thing that it will create, which is pretty good. It'll do really well based on the inputs that I have selected over there in the sources. But see this little guy right here, this little check and this little arrow, kind of the greater than sign there on the video overview. When you click on that, it gives you a lot of other operations. So I'm going to click on that one right here. Let me click on that. And when I do, you'll see, well, it gives me some choices that we didn't have before, but it gives you the ability to take these and to get some really good information. Let me position this on the screen here. You'll see you have the opportunity for a cinematic capability, which looks really good. It brings in some very nice features that can go up to about 5 minutes to explain what you're doing. This is pretty handy. Also, we have an explainer. This is really good because we do a lot of educational videos. How to use this, here's what you do on that. But here, what we're going to talk about on this particular video is the short. So it's got a short, and you see it even says, hey, it's new. It's a bite-sized overview to help you quickly grasp core ideas from your sources. This is real handy. Well, let me show you how I might use that in business. You can use this to learn some topics yourself. Say you've got something you're trying to learn, you can take 60 seconds of this very tough, gnarly kind of thing, hard to get wrapped your brain around it. I know I deal with a lot of that. And you can let that loop over and over as a 60-second video. And then, let's say you've got a lot of information to learn, you can load all of that into NotebookLM, and then give it all that and create several different videos. So this part might talk about the ookie woggies, and the next one is the eegie biggies, and the next one is the oodly doodlies, or whatever. Work with me on this, okay? Whatever it might be that you've got to learn, you can break that up into chunks. I'm no psychologist, but really, really smart psychologists who know a whole lot more about this stuff than I do say we often learn best when we break things up into chunks, reasonable chunks that we can learn. NotebookLM now gives you the ability to do that. Hey, think about using this for onboarding new employees, or maybe a new VA. You want to get that VA up to speed on how you do things in your operation, how you do the work, procedures you have, your standard operating procedures, all of that. You can bring that in, work it really, really well. So some good things there. So this is available here. You put that in a bite-sized chunk. So I've got that. What I can also do is down here, you'll see I've got the ability to look at tool strategy, methodology steps, or the conductor mindset. So all of that would be there, and it gives me the ability to change that. Now, this is based on what it has seen I put in there. That's where it came up with those. It saw what is there. And then down here, really nice thing is you can put here, describe your own. This is where you have the customized prompt. You see down here where it says custom topic and then describe your own. This is where you might want to say some very important things. Like, for instance, you could put in there, be sure and stress point number 3 when it gets to point number 3 where I talk about da-da-da-da-da-da. Be sure and bring that in. Or often I've done things where I bring in a URL. So it would bring in that. And one of the things we can do is, as we're building this, it starts bringing in the pictures that I have created that I wanted it to share. It looks at those. Just tell it to bring in this picture, and it will do that. This is nice. Then what you do when you get all that finally set, you'll see there's a little key down here in the lower right corner called Generate. You'll click on that, and it takes, depending on what's going on here, it can take 15, 20, I've seen it up to 30 minutes on some of the things that I'm doing, which gets a little bit of time. So it's not like instant, but when it comes out, it looks really good. And I think you'll see there's a lot of capabilities with it that we can use. Now, before I show you what that is, let's take a look at these right here. I'm going to bail out of here on this, clicking the X on the upper right corner here. So let me show you some of the features that are available and how you can use this thing right here. You'll see when I get back over here, I'm in the studio, and of course we've seen the capabilities, building slide decks, building a mind map, flashcards, infographics. These are handy with audio, video overviews. You can build reports. This is one we use a lot because the reports give you the ability to get a condensation of that long report that might be 100, 200 pages, or maybe only 5 pages, but you get all of it condensed, real easy to understand. This comes in that way, and it does, I think, a really good job on it. And I found a lot of audiences love the data table. Data table lets you take a look at information kind of in a capsule real fast. And you see, the whole thing about all of this, you can select the items that you want people to learn and get that to them with the various data points. You know, and I know, when we try to learn, we each use different styles. Some like a more visual approach. They love when they can see something. I tend to be that way myself. But I also like to hear. So they have the auditory as well. Some people like to listen to that. Gina, my partner and my fiance, talks about that. She likes to learn it. She likes to listen to a lot. I like to listen to them too, but I find that I tend to lean toward the visual. And then there's another one called kinesthetic. People that are really getting close, they want to feel something and have their arms wrapped around it, so to speak, to get that information. So you can do that, and with NotebookLM, you can bring all of those elements in so that you're hitting on many different learning points. And by the way, the nice thing about this, here, this is where it's really, really cool. You want to learn something yourself. Whatever the topic is, you need to come up to speed on that for a client, you need to learn about this. You can feed all of that into NotebookLM and have it give you multiple ways of learning, through audio only, through audio and video, through text, all of these kind of things. Really, really nice. And the capabilities are, well, just flat out amazing. So you see up here on the top, that's what we've got there. And down here at the bottom, you'll see some of the things that I have put together that I did. Let me show you what I did first here with this on the video. Right here, you'll see I just click on that play button there, and it'll let you see what's there. And let's click in this so you can see.
Right now, the internet is trapped in an AI blizzard. Everyone is pumping out the exact same mass-produced robotic noise. To stand out, you can't just be a passive creator. You need to become a creative conductor, orchestrating an ensemble of AI tools.
Oh, and by the way, let me say something here that's really important on that. You see that instructor, the conductor there, and you'll notice around him are the robots. The robots, that's something that I created. I created that, I think it was over in ChatGPT, excuse me, and I put that in there. Works really well. So think about it. The pictures that you want in there, you can create them and then just bring those in. I took that, I think it's a PNG, took that PNG and bringed it into the sources here on NotebookLM. And it works. It gave me the ability to bring just that right picture in. So think about the possibilities of this. When you've got a train, you want to say something, well, it's very much like this. When you describe that picture, you can then bring the picture you've created in there. Do you see the benefits of this for learning and for getting your point across to others using a multiple series of features? So this is pretty handy, and the capabilities I think are just amazing. Let me click on this again.
Step 1. Map your software to its musical strengths. Assign specialized roles, like Claude for nuanced writing and ChatGPT for technical heavy lifting. Step 2. Practice Terry-wrapped execution. Never post raw AI output. You need a...
And by the way, did you see what it just did there? It said Terry wrapped. Well, that's from me because it's taking what I've put in there. I got the whole information here from this, from an article that I wrote. It was an email. I send out my emails, and you're welcome to join with us on that on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I put those in there, and then I took just the text alone. Text that, fed it into NotebookLM, and it came up with all these pictures on there. Pretty dadgum cool, I think. I think that's the technical term for it. Really nice on what it can do and all the features that it has. You'll see
a human AI human structure. Open with your own human hook. Let the AI handle the complex middle and close with your personal takeaway. Step 3, and this is the most important. Move your abstract ideas into native.
And by the way, you notice what it said right there? It said, and this is the most important. The reason is, in my prompt, I said, be sure and say point number 3 is the most important. Whoa, because see, that's good. And then what I do, so I'm going to show you on this, I also put an intro in at the beginning with me saying hello. This way I can say, you want to listen to this and be sure and pay attention when they say point number 3 about da-da-da-da, whatever it is. You can do that. You've got 60 seconds, approximately 60 seconds. And this is going to be a short. So you want to grab their attention, put it in there. This is amazing. I have never seen a breakthrough this great. In all the years, 43 years now, I've been doing professional speaking, training, and education. This is amazing. You definitely want to get into this and see how to do it. So here's what you want to do. Use NotebookLM for those things. And then also, let's take it to another level. What you want to do is you want to use what I call the Brock Business Bookends. You know how we'll talk about bookending something? You put something on this side, something on this side. Back in radio, we call that the capability of putting all in there, called a donut. So that you start something here, and the end, we would, for instance, say, hey, there's going to be a big celebration this Friday at the Super Duper restaurant, and you come on by and see them, and listen to what the manager, Bob, had to say about that. Then we'd bring on Bob's piece. He'd say, we're going to do this, and it's going to be great for you, da-da-da-da. When it finishes, then I would come back on and say, you definitely want to join Bob and his people over there at the restaurant. Starts this Friday at 6 p.m. Come on by, blah, 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 blah. We call it a donut. This is particularly important for you and me today with AI. We're getting tired of the AI slop. All the stuff out there, and there's so much. Have you ever seen these AI videos? You know, it's a person, and that person is talking like this, and you can sure tell that that is a person that's a robot. So come on. We want real, authentic people. Well, here's what we're doing. I'm getting the best of the robot with that video that's in the middle. Hey, I let NotebookLM do that for me. It gives what I want for that video. I got about 30, actually this one went for 1:27. So it can go beyond that, but we can't control it. I can't say, do this for 90 seconds, do this for 45 seconds. I wish we could, and we might be able to in the future. I got a feeling that's a big demand, and the good folks over at Google who own Notebook LM will probably come up with that. For right now, deal with it, but it's still pretty doggone good for what it will do. Then I put the outro where I say, yes, and I hope you like that. Remember those 3 things. And if you want to come see us, here's our way you can see us at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. And I put that in, starkravingentrepreneurs.com. Need a shameless plug there. And people can come over and see it. You can do this with yours. Now, how do we do that? Well, you would use another video editor. Now, this is going beyond what you might hear in other places. I haven't heard this on any videos that I've seen yet. There are probably a few out there. But what you want to do is get the video at the beginning, video at the end. You need something else. I use Camtasia, which is a great video editor. Others like Premiere, like iMovie, and other tools like that will do it as well. Movie Studio, I think, over on the Windows side, and many, many others. And you might think, oh, I don't know how to do that. By the way, Canva does it as well. Gina knows how to do that. I don't even know how to do it on Canva. Gina knows how to do that. She does it really well and puts it together. Or you can do a lot of wonderful things with those marvelous people in the Philippines and India and other places around the world that can help you. And this is really inexpensive. You just create the Notebook LM video, send it to them, and then you can use your phone. Create a quick video on your phone saying, hi, in this video I talk about da-da-da-da. We cover this important topic, and be sure and pay attention to what we say on point number 5 about dooleywoggers and whippet-la-doodles or whatever. Work with me on this, okay? All these things. Well, you could put that together and then send that to someone else who can put it together real simply and easily. And this gives you a real competitive advantage because so many others are going to be out there cranking out just the Notebook LM video. And after a while, that gets pretty common. I go, yeah, another AI slop video. Here it is. But maybe it'll have some good things too. This way you get the authenticity of the real person. I think you can tell this is not AI generated. This is really me here doing it with all the foibles and the stumbles and things that I'll do. But that's me. I'm a human being. We put that in there and you got the combination. You take the genuine human being welcoming you there. Here's the AI with lots of good information. And then here's the real human being kind of putting the clothes on you, nice warm coat as you go out there into the cold and go out and play with the other kids. We get a chance to put all of that together with this. And I would encourage you, take a look at what's available and how you can make that happen. And here's a way that you can do it, no charge at all. We've put something together here for you called the AI Tools for Biz. You'll see we've got it right there, and a QR code right above me there for those of you catching this on video. And if you're not catching this on video, come on over and watch it on YouTube. You want to see that so you can see the things, and training on several different tools that are out there. So you can see what they're like, how they work, and what's available, and start using those. And got another video for you right over here. It's going to help you on that. Want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below questions that you have. How do I do this or how do I do that? Or if you like it, please let us know. That would mean the world to us. I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and on behalf of me and Gina Carr, my partner, thanks for being here and wishing you the very best and lots of continued success.